call on the next panelist, on the first panelist after the lead presentation, our own Sam Ohuabunwa of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria. Sir, welcome to the virtual lectern, and you have 3 minutes as following the house rules to make your presentation. Mazi.
Well, thank you very much, my brother. Let me greet all my elders on the panel and all the great Igbo patrons who are here today. For me, this is some development that is long overdue. And I want to thank, as they say, it's better late than I'm glad that we have come together to acknowledge the organizers and applaud them. Unfortunately, I'm joining late because I've just landed from the aircraft to drive home. But I got some gist from what I had from when I joined in. To look forward. A lot of diagnosis has been done and a lot of identifying what the issues are. But for me, we can't do anything about yesterday, even though we can learn lessons from what happened yesterday. But what is critical is tomorrow. And I think we're talking of creating a new Ohaneze Ndibo. So, Mr. Chairman, I believe that we need to create a proper vision for Ohaneze. What is the vision of Ohaneze? And this vision, how was it created? Was it a one-man view, or was it collectively crafted and then sold to all of us? Many people argue the mission of Ohaneze. They don't know the vision. They just come with their own different understanding or expectation. And that is what is causing the crisis of unrealized expectation. Ohaneze is not doing this, Ohaneze is not doing. What was Ohaneze set up to do? So I think that's the way to start with. We need to go back to the drawing board. If we had a vision before, recast the vision. If we have a process of getting vision by all the Igbo people across where Igbo live. That is the central of the government, a vision properly written, which we all accept and adopt and assimilate and buy into. 80% of our problems will be over. I believe so, because it is a vision that drives everything else. Talking about funding, talking about financing, my vision, which will buy in, we may never able to get all that we need to run the affairs. So that's the first one, creating a vision, reviving, revisiting their old vision, and selling the vision pan-Igbo. Number two is that we must understand, and I think that was made before, that Igbo do not like autocratic leaders. They do not like one-man show. The sentiment that so often we have only on the president of Ohaneze, sometimes on secretary. Now, I like the idea of rotating this, but rotating doesn't mean we just take anybody. It's your turn to give us this, then we take it. So I think that we must move away from that and be sure that we have proper leadership and collective leadership. Number three is that the job of Ohaneze president should be full-time and paid for. Ohaneze president shouldn't be running from pillar to post looking for what to do or for contract or how to survive. I think that we should elevate the status of Ohaneze president to be even at the minimum the level of a governor of a state. I mean, governors control one state, but Ohaneze president controls 6 or 7, or how many states do we have where the Igbo people live? So I think that we must elevate the status, and having elevated the status, it therefore becomes, it's not a game for every man. Unfortunately, it has to be those who fit into that mold, and they should be remunerated. I think the other thing I say is that the fourth one is that we should also talk to our fellow followership. The followership is such that we follow. Is that a sign? Is that a sign for me to stop?
Yes. Yes, it is.
All right. I didn't know the rules of the house, but at least I have made my. Let me just summarize my point. My point is that we should create a new vision, elevate leadership, have a full-time leader. Look at all the team, not just the president, secretary, vice president. They must be critically selected. Run a collegiate leadership and look at the quality of leaders that we have. That way, we can cause a greater participation and the fulfillment of the objectives of Ohaneze. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mazi Sam Ohuabunwa, for that very concise. He tabulated his point. He said that proper vision is critical for Ohaneze to move forward. And he tells us that poverty of vision and mission are responsible for the existing confusion we are seeing in several places. On funding, he says you cannot fund what you do not understand. We agree. He also made the point that Igbo do not like one-man show or autocracy. And I think this is a point I would like other panelists to develop when they come further. It is true that Igbo do not like one-man show, but I ask the question, and this is open to everybody, why is it also that all the platforms, WhatsApp and the rest of them, are one-man shows? Why is it that you have too many people setting up organizations ostensibly to rescue Igbo, most of them challenging Ohaneze, but usually one-man show? That's a matter to take up as other panelists come on with their own comments. And